Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. Damn, voice is kind of shot today, guys. My bad. That feed came out kind of wild, but here we are. YCS Orlando has finished, guys. Insane. What's going on right now with the markets? Getting destroyed. People scrambling to get the cards that they need. You know, we now know the best meta deck in the format right now. The second clear best, and then everyone else just scrambling to survive out here. So we're going to discuss the markets. The event was great. I'll show some pictures in the halftime show, and we're going to have fun with that. And we'll discuss that, guys. But what an event. What an event, guys. Look at that. 2,000 plus players. Yo, I went to Nats last year. The vibes I got at Orlando was the same as Nats. It was wild. I saw people that I saw in Nats and everywhere in regionals and Anaheim and everywhere. It was like everyone was there. It was like everyone was there. It was like every Yu-Gi-Oh player was there. That's how it felt. You know, people I had seen in so many other places, they were all there. It was nice to touch base with many you know, of you guys. It was an amazing event, man. Honestly, 2,000 plus players, man. Yu-Gi tubers, pro players, everyone. It felt like everyone was at YCS Orlando. A lot of people came down to take vacations to have a good time. Telling y'all, man. Hopefully Konami looks at this and it becomes a yearly thing. When was the last 2,000 plus player event? When was that, man? Wish I could like filter this, can I? You know, from years and stuff. You know, date. Maybe go back. Can how much back we can't? Go to what? Can we go to January 2022? It just does. Damn, there was a remote event for 1,000 players. That's crazy. But guys, insane. You know what went on in YCS Orlando. What did your boy have to say? Let's listen in. What is this? What's going on? We have Metaltronus, guys. This super rare. Look at that. Card was $140, went to 340s, and now it's just consolidating before you know, the next leg up right here. Look, you have one-ofs, man, on page 1. That's all you got. All you got are one-ofs, and then the card goes to page 2 at, you know, over 350 pushing 4s. And if you need a place, you're gonna have to pay 4 bones a pop. And then the major walls are at 5s. Don't let this be a $5 card. If you could come in here, sneak any of these in, you know, at 275, you know, make sure you do so, because the card is 275s right there. Don't let this be 5 bones. Don't let this 2x before you pull the trigger. The card is seeing play. Card is broken. Don't wait. From Legacy of Destruction, we don't know if and when the card is going to get reprinted. Don't sleep on this card. Don't sleep on this card. The card is seeing play. The card is broken. This was 2 days ago, January 31st on Friday, before the YCS. Before the YCS. Your boy was talking about this card at 250s. Right there. We showed it. Look at that. We talked about it. Right there. Look at that. 250s. Told you guys, it quickly goes to 5 bones. Those are 5 bones. Crystal ball right here. Right here. You know what happened at YCS Orlando? This card was hot. Seen play everywhere. Everywhere. You come back here now, and the card parabolic. Parabolic. You can't make this stuff up, man. Look at that. 640s, 14 listings only. And now the walls are at 650s. And then after them walls, there's plenty of copies. I won't lie. But after that, look, 4 and 5, it reaches 9, 10 bones. Very super rare from Legacy of Destruction. We said we don't know when the reprint is coming. That was just 2 days ago, man. That was 2 days. Man, that was just 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Guys, in here, parabolic. Parabolic. Look, hot. Largest 3-month candle in the last 90 days. Largest, you know, a 6-month candle in the last 180 days, guys. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of copies getting cleaned out. All-time high for this card. Yes, these walls, guys, people buying hundreds of these every 48 hours. These walls can get gobbled up and you can come back and it's 750s. And after that, it could be, you know, double digits. So don't sleep on this card. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's kind of up there now, but card could be surprising. It's hot right now. If you needed to play, I'd be getting it. You know, hopefully you got in 2 days ago. Definitely a card to keep in mind, you know, and look at that, 2.7K, man. Hot video, because we talked about a bunch of great cards, just like we will do so in today's MARKETWATCH. Then we have Fiendsmith Engraver, guys. Fiendsmith Engraver, and again, I'm starting off with sort of like staples. cards that most decks were using, or the best decks were using, you know, cards that everyone knows about. And then we're going to dig into a couple of the actual deck profiles of the top decks to see what was cooking, what cards that we're playing, and things of that nature. So we have engravers, guys. This card was 50 bones, went up to 115s, and I said I'd be selling at triple digits, and we've been going down all the way down to 70 bone. Now, we had a massive volume spike. People coming in, they're rushing in. And the thing is, 35 listings, still 76s. You can still find places in the 70s. Honestly, I was at the event. And now we have defined the format. Again, talking a little bit about more of the format here. Let's cover the event here. We can see the biggest and largest representation is Yugioh, but it was Fiendsmith Yugioh. Every person at the event that I talked to, most of them, yo, what were you playing? Yo, what deck are you using? Fiendsmith Yugioh. All of them. 90% of people that I came up to. Fiendsmith Yugioh. Not Mitsubudis, not Mitsubishis, but Yugioh, of course. Yes, you do have, you know, Mitsubishi, the Mitsus. That's how I'm always called the deck. The Mitsus, they top right here. They're second, guys. Second place. That's impressive. That's impressive. And then you had another top 16. Okay. Then you had another top 32, and then another a couple in top 64. So the deck represented well. The new engine represented well, and it just came out. It doesn't have like, it's not full power, the engine, with future support down the line, things of that nature. So it performed very, very well. Okay, don't get me wrong. But again, Maliss was still better, dominating the room in the sense of representation. But Fiendsmith Yugioh was the best deck on the floor. No ban list coming out soon. No new core set coming out soon. So again, this is the format. People, of course, these things can shift. The Mitsus just came out. You know, a lot of people were like, oh, I'm going with the tried and true. But now, as people analyze these new deck profiles, as they continue testing post YCS Orlando, we'll definitely continue to monitor this engine, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in this market watch. But look, if you see here, you know, heavily represented Maliss, man. Maliss, there was a top 32 Mermail. I'll show the deck profile later on. And yeah, I mean, Mermails, a couple of them sneaked into the top here. It always does that. But yeah, man. So again, Fiends always does that for once again, new support, always sneaks in. But guys, Engraver, hot right now. Hot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back up to triple digits. Again, our tune changes based on fundamental events and the technicals. In this case, a fundamental event like the YCS Orlando took place. Thousands of Yu-Gi-Oh players, and most of them were playing this card, were playing this engine. Some people took the Mitsu route, but again, they were playing this, and here we are. Card is hot. People needed it. People were moving it. And again, the engine, people, hey, Fiendsmith Yugioh. It's just, you can see it there. Look, almost half of the pie chart. What else are we going to say? We're going to discuss that deck profile later on in the market watch. But again, high end, same thing. Card was 150s, bumping up to 200s. And now, after the event, you know, it's still hovering around 200s, but it could easily go to 225s and beyond. I see it. I see it because, again, these cards are hot right now. People need these. The only disclaimer for this particular card and the rest of the engine, like track, we're going to show track now, even Requiems, could be possible reprints in Stampede. Something to keep in mind. It is definitely a possibility. We don't know what's going to happen. But even if Engraver gets like an OTS OT, I still think, you know, the quarter century will hold better. And, you know, it'll still be scarce to get, even as an OTS OT. So prices shouldn't be impacted too much. But the card people need it, man. Again, a Stampede reprint would destroy these card prices. It could get announced any moment. Just keep it in mind. But for now, people need it. They're going to come buy it. I expect these cards to, at least in the short term, continue appreciating in price now, especially post YCS. Guys, if you need Metaltronus, any of these cards, first link in the description down below. You want to come over here. You want to track these cards. You can purchase any of these that you need. You can type in, you know, the amount of copies you want. Click on it, you know, and here you have your cart down here as well, all together in one place. You want to track these cards, you come over here, you can play with these tools and actually see which ones are spiking. Look, bow, going up. I'm going to discuss this card later. Look, you can see the chart clearly. Analyze it. This tool is amazing, man. Each and every single time. Shout out to tcgcreator.com. Amazing website. First link in the description down below. Use the tracker, man. Use the watch list to track these with your boy. And if you need to buy any of those, you can click from right there as you follow through. We have Fiendsmith's track. Again, this quarter century secret rare was what? 38 bones, spiked up to 94s and hundies, and now we're at 74s. Again, I would not be surprised if this card reclaims the triple digi range. Card is hot, man. Look, where's the winner? We're going to discuss this. Look, playing double tracks right there. We're going to continue talking first about the staples, and we're going to, talk about the deck profiles individually. But track is hot right now. People are going to want the high end. They feel like it's safe because it's the highest rarity. And unless it gets a reprint, no ban list coming around the corner, no nothing, they're going to get their highest rarity. And this could easily be triple digits. It can't. People need multiples. They're going to want the higher rarity. And here we are with track. So if you need this card, again, and you're playing the engine, I'd be picking these up at 75s before they hit triple digits. That's just me, especially if it's to play. Then we have Fiendsmith's track. Again, but the secret rare. Card was 28s, pushing 29, 30s. It retraced back down. The 20 says here. We're at 18s. You have a couple here at 18s, 19s, essentially around the $20 mark. You see the little curvature now after the event here, just protecting this level. So again, if you come to the chart here, beautiful, beautiful. You come over here. Man, that thing just blocked it right there. Look at that. You come over here, you do this, and you can see these are clear levels, man. These are clear levels. All this thing has been doing is just range bound. Eventually it'll make a decision. Eventually it'll make a decision at a pivot point. But again, that's later on down the line if it gets a reprint and a stampede, things of that nature. But right now, starting to see this curvature here. So again, would I be surprised if this card becomes 25 to 30s in the short term? No. Could easily rebound and retest the previous highs. Currently we're on the lows, but currently showing good signs that this could be a pivot low once again as it returns back up in price due to the hype, due to it being the best and most represented engine in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. And again, not just the top decks, but other decks too, rogue decks. We're going to discuss other decks using this as well. Again, just hot right now. If you need your tracks, I wouldn't be waiting too long. If you need these to play, don't let this go back up to 25, 30s. Don't do that. Then we have Bystials, man. Bystials took over the YCS. You had Primites using Bystials, Maliss using Bystials, and even some of the Ryzio builds, siding these in, and these are just tech cards. They're broken right now in the format. Broken. The only disclaimer for all the cards we're going to talk about today, the Bystial cards, is that there's no way, no how. I don't see how these don't come in Stampede. If that happens, that'll be wild because of the sheer amount of players that need access to these cards, to this engine. Cause it's broken. Baldrake, look at Baldrake going parabolic now. Parabolic, a card that was a buck and some change under twos late last year. No one cared about it. You wake up today and the card, is LPs. You have 12 at 450s. Then it goes, you have the walls pushing almost 5 bones for this ultra rare. An ultra rare that used to be readily available. An ultra rare that no one cared about from Battles of Legend, Monsters Revenge. You wake up today and it's parabolic. Why? Because the card is hot and now some builds are actually running multiple of these. Like the deck profile that we uploaded last night. Shout out to John, man. If he goes to locals here at Orlando, top 64 with Maliss. If you guys want to check out that deck profile, you could come over here. It was great. It was great. That was fun. Being at the event and absorbing the event and being with the local guys and topping that, he topped and things of that nature is always nice to see, represent the city. That's awesome. So again, he was talking in that deck profile, mentioning that he played multiple of these and that this one was very, very good, if I'm not mistaken. So again, you see it. The price is reflected of that. And if you need it, I wouldn't wait. Now, keep in mind, there's a gap zone from now until Stampede. I'd say if I'm a betting man, I'm speculating here, no one knows. I'd say this is getting reprinted with the rest of the Bystial package. So I just get the ones I need to play. Or you go for the common. Right here at quarters, you go for the common. Yes, it's not shiny, I understand. But if you want to play it safe, because this ultra will be shackles if it gets reprinted in Stampede. So again, it's nice to have that common option for this one. Don't forget about it. Right now it's hot, man. It's being played in the meta right now, in top tier events, man. 2,000 plus player event. Card was everywhere. Don't sleep on Baldrake. Then we have Druid Swarm. Same thing. Now we understand the hype. You know, the card going from 13s to 25s. And here we are. Here we are. The card is hot. I would not be surprised to see this push up to 30s. I would not, man. You go to the yearly, I would not. We're at price discovery mode. Yeah, I mean, for it to bump up an extra 5 bones, I think so during the gap zone. But be careful with this one. Yes, you'll need it. Everyone needs it. It's hot right now. Bystial packages everywhere. But just in the back of your mind, yeah, I need to play. I'm telling you, man, and during these times, I'd be like borrowing decks, man, from the markets. I'd be like, okay, what am I building? What do I need? Okay, let me build this deck. Let me go to YCS Orlando. You know what? I'm going to just unload the deck at the event. And I saw that happening, man, like smart people. You know, I was at the event. You know, they finished playing whatever. They got whatever they got, you know, the results. And I saw them moving the decks, man, trading the decks away, things of that nature. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I'm like, smart people, man. Build the deck, used it, played it, got the result, move on. You know, when excuse me, when you have cards like these that could get reprinted soon, because, yeah, oh, Jay, that's 2 months down the line. It comes quick, man. You don't want to be holding these bags. I'm telling you, man. Because these prismatics are hot today, but when they get the P's treatment, all them P's and all the R's and the C's and the U's and the alphabet, you know, when they get the alphabet treatment, when they start getting those prismatics and they're everywhere and everyone has Bystials, now what do you think is going to happen to this prismatic? It's going to get destroyed in price. Yeah, Jay, but I'm not thinking about that now. You know, I just need it now. I just need to play it now. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you're that same guy holding on to this too long. When the card becomes free and you left all that purchasing power on the table. Imagine you have 3 of these and 75 bones right now. And then they become dollars. $75 becoming 3 bones. Not even, you can't even go to Mickey D's anymore. You can't even buy a Happy Meal on it. Man. Crazy, man. Yo, we need Yu-Gi-Oh cards in them Happy Meals, man. I get it. It's for the kids, for Pokemon. But damn, we need some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know, in them Happy Meals, man. You imagine? Yo, that'd be nice. Special blue eyes for Mickey D's. I'd be buying Happy Meals left and right. Guys, we have the Bystial Lubellions. Lubelli's here. Guys, again, people playing this card as it retraces back down to the mean. They're still playing it. You know, many decks are choosing larger Bystial packages now. Larger. You know, some still don't play Lubellis, but others do now. Again, this card, they use it to search what they need. The other Bystials. Just such a great card. So again, it is dumping down. That's crazy. You have deals here, right there at 20s. That is not bad if you need the card, honestly. Quickly bumps back up to 25. So again, these cards are here in the in-between gap zone where we needed to play, but they might get reprinted soon. So, you know, the markets are just balancing out in that sense. You know, I don't think you'll see crazy spikes of 40 to 50s for this one, but I also don't see it dumping to 15s or below just yet due to the demand. So honestly, again, between 20s and 30s, that's the range, you know, if you guys want to play it. But hey, at 25s, if you needed to play, I'd understand. But I wouldn't be surprised if it bumps up to 30. A lot of, hey, Bystial, hot right now. Hot. I'm telling you, man. I read the floor, and these are the cards that people are moving and that they need right now. We have Branded Regain. Talked about this one in the deck profile too, as well. A couple of decks. Again, Bystials. Yo, this artwork is fire. I will not lie. This artwork is fire. This is a card, just like we don't read. Sometimes I just skim over the artwork. You know, I just look at the name and that's about it. You know, but this artwork is fire. Isn't that Quem? Yo, or Cartesia or some? You guys know the lore more than me. That card looks fire. Man, this needs I think it has like a common in the super from Darkwing Blast, max rarity. This needs a prismatic, a PC. It needs to come somewhere. What a beautiful art, man. Wow. And the card used to be $1 and some change, went up to 2s, back down to $1.50, and 44 listings. You do have a wall at $1.25, but after that, it goes to 2 bones. So if you need this card, no excuse to not get your one of. Again, when you see Bystial in the text, the card is broken. People are playing Bystials everywhere now. So again, they slide in this one of. The card is very, very good. It's being used competitively, guys, at the top of the top, the cream of the crop in the Yu-Gi-Oh competitive scene. So you don't want to miss out Don't let this be 2 bones, 2 50s, and you're that guy paying 2x for the card that you have a wall of China here. Look, consistent volume. This wall could be out of here in 2 to 3 days. Don't be that guy paying 2 bones. I'd be buying this card right now. Don't forget, if you're tracking it with me, first link in the description down below. You come over here, you find it. You can see the chart over there as well. 1 click, get the card if you need it. That's what I'd be doing right now for branded regain, as it seemed more play now. More play. There's a difference between, oh, Jay, I just played 3 Bystials, 2 Jewish Worm, and 1 Magnum. No, to having like 3 Jewish Worms and 3 Ball Drakes and 3 Lubellis and like all these Bystials. So again, that's when this card, you see its impact, guys, and it's seen play. Don't sleep on it. Then we have the Mo Charmies. Again, some decks were siding this, having at least 2 copies on the side. And that's what we told you guys. We told you guys when this card came out, we said with all these Mo Charmies, people might start just siding it in against certain matchups, and that is what we saw in this weekend's event, guys. And the card, is 55s. That's where it is. It's just stabilizing around 55s. Still think eventually we might see sub 50s soon, but again, not too many in the markets, and then it quickly goes to 58s and beyond. So the card is hot, has a lot of demand. People want it, people need it. They want their Mo Charmies especially. It just came out in Supreme Darkness, so they don't know when or if it gets reprinted in Stampede or in the next year's tins. So we have to wait and see for this one right now. So but yeah, it's hot. It's one of them cards that they're highly liquid. If you have them, people want them. If you pull it, people want them, or you might want to keep it. So again, we'll continue to monitor this one, but this one slid in a couple of side decks. So we'll discuss that when we discuss those deck profiles shortly. Now, Mo Charming for Wallows, most people still playing this at 3, man. Most decks, you see a play setup for Wallows. Yeah, it's a card that has been crashing down as we continue to monitor it and talk about it at least once to even twice per week. And the card right now is around 75s. You still have a couple of deals here around 70s, just people unloading these, but a lot of one-offs, play sets are around 76s. But the card is hot right now. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Billy Bob's pushed this back up to 80, 85s, 90s, maybe even triple digits in a crazy world, but the big picture doesn't change. Jay, but everyone was playing this in Orlando, triple for Wallows, and people were going crazy, and I need it too, and I want my Mo Charmers. Yeah, but this is a confirmed reprint, guys. In about 2 months, everyone's going to have these, everywhere left and right. Jay, but that's 2 months from now. I need it now. I understand. The fact that it's getting reprinted doesn't change your current need. We get it. We understand. It's just funny, the way I talk. Oh, man. It's like, Jay, this, that, and the third. It don't matter, man. It don't matter, man. When I saw that reprint, I wouldn't be holding on to this card anymore. Like, just having it in my deck? Nah, man. I need it for this. I need it for that. I go to locals. I'll be a scrub, man. Be a scrub. Damn, Jay, you're going to be a scrub for 2 months? Hey, you got to do what you got to do. One thing, 2 things can be true. You can be a scrub, but you saving $75 a pop. That's a stretch. Let's say 70s. When the card is single digits, you don't want to be that guy, man. You don't want to be that guy. Waking up, seeing the secret rare at 7 bones. Down what, 10x? Nah, man. You want 10x up, not down, man. We don't do that. But again, card is out right now. It's best selling. People need it, and it's gonna remain so. It's gonna remain so. At most decks, we're playing 3 of these. It is a meta relevant card, and the fact that it's getting reprinted doesn't change that fact. But just keep in mind, mid to long term, not a good hold, but in the short term, people are gonna play it. And YCS Orlando was no different. And then we have Perulia. Now, there was some decks that mained this, others sided this, and other decks didn't even play this. So again, this card has been crashing down the 40s as we continue to discuss it. Right now, we're there, low to mid 40s. Nothing has really changed much for this card, but again, it'll stay relevant. It'll stay relevant around the meta. This could be a $50 card once again as it rebounds, volume comes in. People want their Mo Charmies, but again, same deal. This one hasn't been announced yet, but it could at any point. So again, as these Mo Charmies possibly get reprinted. Especially this one, and for Wallows, that sell pressure from now to the next 2 months is going to just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and people are going to get used to lower prices. That's the key. At first, it's a shock. This card is 90. It's a shock to see it back to 50s, back to 40s. But then, as people start realizing the sell pressure continues coming in. These lower prices get normalized, and then is when you see the curvature and the card crashing down on new levels. So again, same deal. Nothing changes. I'd be unloading these just in the sense of risk. Yeah, you needed to play. You borrow them from Billy Bob, man, because he's gonna hold down until these cards are free. Then we have About a Q, the Lightless Shadow. We're talking about these in the high 20s. Saying possibly go down to 25s. But at 30s, if you needed to play, we literally said get your one of. Get your one of at 30. The Secret Rare just came out. You weren't Billy Bobbing at 60s here. You weren't buying pre-sales because we don't do that even for meta-relevant cards. Yeah, they're V-shapes like Primite, Ether Barrel, where pre-sales were gray and this and that and third. You can always get exceptions. But most cards crash down in price. This one went down 50%. And we said, guys, you could pick up your one of. You can. And now volume is going crazy for this card after seeing it perform in the YCS. And look, now it's 33s. 25 listings only. You have a couple of play sets here, and then it's mid-30s, really, where you see the walls. You know what I mean? 3 pages only. So this card bumping up from high 20s, to the mid-30s. Don't let this be 40 to 50s, man. Don't do that. You come in now, especially if it's to play. You need this card. You get it now. You told you to get it at 29, 30s. We're telling you now as it starts to head up towards the mid-30s. Don't be that guy seeing this at 40 to 50s down the line. We can't be greedy in that sense. You already got the 50% dump. You take advantage of it. Does that mean that it cannot go back down into the 20s or even be a $25 card? Anything is possible. We're talking about probabilities, and it's not likely anymore. It's not. As you see the curving here, the curvature, this card might continue going up in price, especially in the short term. So based on probabilities, I'd be pulling the trigger on this one. That's just me. Then we have triple T's, staple of staples in a way, right? This card is hot. You see it, everyone's playing it, and nothing has changed. Ultras, guys. Ultras, that were a bunch of walls of China at $8.99s. And now the card, I'm telling you, man, look at that. Pushing 12s. Look, these are all one-ofs, man. These are all one-ofs. We're just talking about Rarity Collection 1 this weekend. And we every week we talk at least once or twice about this card. And this is the reason why. Guys, if a card is $8.99 and then, you come and the card is 12.50s at the bottom of the page, or 13s, probably if you need a play set, that's a $4 increase, man. That and 4 times 3, that's 12 extra, but that's an extra copy that you're losing out on, man. At $8.99, you could have bought 4 copies, and pretty soon you're gonna only get 3 for the value of 4 at $8.99. That's an extra copy that you could have had, to trade, sell down the line when it keeps bumping up to 15. That's the power of recycling your purchasing power, of making sure you're in early, So again, card was right here, $8.99s, and we were talking about it, and now you see the bump up in price, guys. And again, this card is essentially at new all-time high. Triple Tactics Talent Ultra Rare is at all-time highs. The cheapest version right now, officially at double digits, man. With shipping right there, if you need it, you're gonna pay that shipping. If you need this one, it's at double digits already, guys. As expected, volume is ramping up. Card is too good. And people need multiples, man. People always need their 2 of. So I don't know what else to say. We continue to cover this card. Hopefully you guys listen and pick those up at 9s when we talked about it about a week ago. Because all versions of talents are going up. All versions. All of them. You can look anywhere. They're pushing 12s, 13s, 15s. And we said it, man. 15s are going to be the floor price for all of these. Because they're hot. We don't know when talent's getting reprinted. Could have used a common structure deck. The Blue Eye structure deck. That would have been nice. They might as well gave us a common thrust and a common talents. Why not, man? They already gave us Ash and Ib and Imprint. Might as well throw these staples at it as well. I believe they could have done that. Or just give us a Dark Magician structure deck. The next one, and throw in these triple T's in there. That'd be nice. But in the meantime, as down the line, if it even happens, people need their staples. Been telling you guys to pick it up. Hopefully you guys are listening, so you're not that guy paying a premium for the cards that you're gonna still need anyways. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? And then we have Eclipse Twins. Again, some decks are playing these at multiples. In their extra decks. Yes, Supreme Darkness is a super rare. you know, is this, that, and the third readily available. You see the walls of China. But guys, don't take this for granted. Don't do that. Oh, Jay, we have walls of China, you know, in the shekels. You want to buy at shekels and sell or move at Billy's, or you want to buy at shekels so you're not that guy Billy bobbing at Billy's. That's the whole key. Is always the key with cards like these. You want to keep them in mind. You want to keep them in mind, guys. You don't want to be that guy. You don't. Please. Overpaying for a beautiful super rare. Always like this card since it came out, but I told you guys I'm not paying over a Billy for this card. Especially not Billy bobbing. 40 Billy Bobs at 575s. Yo, where's my guy? Where's my guy? Thornton. Yo, what's going on, Billy Bob? Where are you? Where are you? We need you here, man. We need you. We need you. It was people paying five. Look, right now it's 75 cents, essentially. So they were paying $5 over. That's 40 Billy Bobs, not just one random Billy Bob Thornton. No. 40 of them. Man, please. Patience wins this game. We always say it. Look at that. 100 Billy Bobs paying 336s for a shekel card. Patience wins this game. You know me, I just made my first order right now. First order. Got 2 playsets of these. Just 2 places. And I'm going to keep buying at shekels here. Just stacking these away. Just started with the first 2 playsets at 67 cents. At shekels. Then once this card hits Billy's, a Billy or 2, we're going to move him, man. Just 2, 3x. Easy. Why? Because the card is heavily used right now. Heavily used. So what you're going to do is come in and get it. That, to me, getting 2 playsets at 67 cents, you know what that is? Is exposure. I didn't go in crazy. I didn't buy a wall of China. I'm just getting exposure. Just getting a couple, man. You know, and then I continue to monitor it. Tomorrow, the next day, this week, next week. You know, and if I start seeing a V-shaped recovery, you know, or if I see consolidation, you know, and if I see this, if I see that, we're always looking at signals, guys. We're always looking at the charts. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. To make money or to save money, because you don't want to buy at more expensive prices, guys. So again, keep this in mind. 93 listings here. This is a little super rare, clean super rare that people are using, man. People are using at times at multiples in their extra decks. Don't sleep on the twins. Don't do that. Beautiful artwork, by the way, and great effect. It's being used for a reason, so don't sleep on this card. In the short to midterm, I expect it eventually to reclaim the Billy range, the Billy mark, and these walls to be gobbled up. Look at that, guys. Look at that. You go to the 3-month, you're getting hundreds of sales in 48-hour time frames. Hundreds of sales, guys. Don't sleep on this one. Now moving on to the actual deck. Again, shout out to Tavion Crowley, the winner of YCS Orlando. 41 card main deck here. You see, you know, Druid Swarm and Magnuma here being played with the Fiendsmith package here and Yugioh. As you can see, you know, look, Eclipse Twins right there. We're talking about it. So again, we're gonna discuss you know, a couple of staples that this deck use. Look at the Mo Charming Meows there at 2s that we just discussed as well, and siding in Baldrake and the second Druid Swarm. So again, you see more Bystials are being played. So again, here's the actual deck. Look, it's the winner, man. The winner right there. Hot off the press, fresh off the press. This deck right now, the winning deck. So we're gonna you know, just take a moment and check this out right here, right there. Shout out to the champ, man. That's awesome, man. At YCS Orlando, that's pretty cool. So let's dig in. We start with Yugioh Detonator. Again, this card used to be a hundies, 110s, went up to 180s with a high sale point of 275s, retraced back down to 115s. But look, you can see the volume coming in, you know, as you can see here. Let's go to the monthly. Yeah, that chart is terrible. But yeah, guys, as you can see, just the way that is displayed. Volume came in recently. Why? People gonna want the high end, man. So again, from 115s, 5 listings only. See a couple of 1-ofs, then 2 hundies, then gone. Again, 1 page. Card is getting cleaned out by Mr. Clean. It is. Yugioh Detonator, the broken card, the best card. You know, you could say in the format essentially, in the sense of the best deck, the best engine. You know, of course, Fiendsmith engine works with Yugioh, but what really breaks the deck is this card. Is just so good, is so broken as we expected. And if you want the high end, man, the low end is super cheap, even the CRs, but the highest of highest, and in the sense of rarity, right here, quarter century secret rare. getting cleaned out post YCS Orlando. We have Ice Rizio. Look at that, starting to curve up. I'm telling you, man. When this card was between 20 to 25s, we said, don't take this for granted. This is the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you need the pieces, don't wait. And this card, telling you, man, look at that. It's a format defined, insane. Insane. You have these 15s at 30s, and it's 45 to 50 bones. Wild for these ultras from crossover breakers, guys. Man, it makes the seal now, you know, start consider that. Where's them boxes? Man, you know, maybe coming in here. Boxes are what, 84 bones? Shh. I mean, this one card could be half the box right there. Damn. What a buyout, guys. Again, we told you guys, post YCS Orlando, that event will be the meta-defining event for the next month or two. For YCS Vegas, for YCS Houston, and, you know, YCS Rhode Island. What's announced? Rhode Island, where's that? Is that in Canada? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, man. If you would do YCS in the Northeast, like, choose Philly, man. Come on now. YCS Rhode Island, I'm going to still try and make it out. We'll see if it makes sense. Damn, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at all these Billy Bobs down here, man. Yo, oh man. Hey, Ice Rizio, man, making moves, making plays. Hopefully you bought in the 20s. You know, we talked about this one not too long ago, man. Telling you guys, pick up these pieces, man. Be ready, because all it takes is for this deck to be dominant as expected. You know, and here we are. People acting surprised. We actually analyzed this chart and look, told you guys that this card was starting to curve up in price. It's not going to go into the 30s. And look, it even exceeded our expectations. Crazy. Ice Rizio just spiking up. So what is X doing? You refresh here, you have X Rizio, and this deck just got exponentially, you know, way more expensive to play. 22 listings, 28 bones. You have a couple there, and the card goes into the 30s eventually, guys. So again, I wouldn't be waiting. Don't let X be the next Ice. Don't do that. Don't do that. You come in, you get it now. If I'd be, yo, I need it. That's the best deck now. I'm switching from Maliss to Rizio, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I wouldn't be waiting, man. Honestly, I would be making moves, making plays, doing what I got to do to get this, and I'd be picking it up right now in the high 20s. Because we don't know when these get reprinted, unless something crazy happens and these are in Stampede, which, damn, I mean, I just don't see it happening. We don't know anymore, right? Things get crazy, but nah. So unless that happens, I expect these cards to go up in price for the engine. And 28's not bad, honestly. Then we have Sword Rizio, the one that was in the teens, crashing down from 20s to 15s. And you see even this one is bumping up. So again, don't wait. Don't wait. Card is cheap, still around 16s. Yes, because people play less of these. Some people play 2. I don't know if some people even play 1. But the whole point is, if we come in here and we see Sword, look, only 2 compared to 3X and 3 Ice. So that's why X, I'd be getting it, man. I'm telling you. Don't let me come back at 40 to 50s. Don't do that and make it fresh off the flashback. So again, this one is played less in the amount of copies, but don't look, 1s and 2s, this is going to go back up to 20 bones and beyond. Don't do that. Don't wait too long. Get the cards you need, again, for the next month or two, especially if they're like this, where you don't feel like that reprint fear, you know, in essence. So don't sleep on Sword Rizio. I'd be picking this card up. And then we have Lancia, man. People playing Lancia left and right. People playing Lancia left and right. Even mirror matches for Maliss, or people going against Maliss in general. So again, if we come here for Rarity Collection 1, don't forget these, man. These can easily rebound and go up in price. Lancias could go to 40s. For these, you know, 40s, 50s, and you know, it's kind of mid to long range. A target for 50s, but 40s, I would not be surprised if this quarter century rebounds. And again, don't forget, you have Platinum Secrets. We just talked about Lancias. Telling you guys, like, buy this. We literally discussed Rarity Collection 1 this weekend. Telling you guys, get your Lancias, and I'll post YCS Orlando. Nothing changes. I believe this card will continue to remain prevalent in the meta for the next 2 months until we get Alliance Insight, and we'll go from there. So again, you want to get exposure to your Lancias, don't take these for granted. Supers and Ultras, they should remain cheap, you know, relatively cheap in the shekel territory. But the other P's and the R's and, you know, the Prismatics and the, you know, Secrets and this and that and what, the third, you get it, man. You just buy it. Get your Lancias. That's it. You know, don't be late. Don't let some of these go to crazy prices, especially the beautiful holographics. As you see, triple Lancias, man. The winning deck played triple Lancias, and as we're going to see in the next deck profiles, most of these decks were playing triple Lancias, man. So again, when you need 3 ofs, these cards can go up quick. Same as Joe and Lockbird. This one right here, the World Championship one. I'm just kidding. That artwork looks funny, man. But again, you have 1 million copies of Joes. I understand. But then get them, man. Get the ones you need. Don't let some of these go from shekels to billies. You know, you get the ones you want. You get the ones you want. You come in here, you pick your rarity, you pick your choosing. There's Joes everywhere, but the card is broken. The card is broken. Look, triple Drows in the side. Triple Drows. Don't sleep on Joe and Lockbird. Yeah, it's easy to get today. Doesn't mean that it necessarily remains so tomorrow. This is a staple hand trap. Don't miss out. Pick up Drows, man. Then we have Crossout Designator, another card. If we come here to the best deck using 3 Crossout Designators in the side. Guys, again, Crossout Designator came in the Forgotten Rarity Collection. Rarity Collection 2. No one's paying attention to these cards, but you are. You're going to come in and, again, just get the ones, at least the ones you need. Maybe a couple more to trade or to move or to this or to that. Again, you just get in. Don't let this card be $5 across the board. Don't do that. The potential is there. People need play sets. It's still a staple, and it's broken when it goes right. Of course, sometimes it goes wrong and you draw too many, or you did this or you did that. But again, having it in the side gives you options of how many you want to play, how many you need in a particular matchup. So again, don't sleep on this card. I'm always talking about this card because I don't want, my community to be coming at 5s and beyond for a card that you could get at 2 bones right now for the lowest priced ones. Some of those deals probably even, in the dollar and some change range. So again, you can get it anywhere at 2s or right under 2s. 5 for a playset, not bad at all. Solemn Strike continues to be prevalent in the meta. As we can see this on the side deck too. Some people even playing 3 Solemn Strike. So again, pick your choosing, pick your rarity, pick the one you want. You come in here and there's cheap secrets at shekels here, still at under $1. Not bad. You have the higher end plays, the platinum secrets as well. So again, make sure you get your Solemn Strikes. Now again, a YCS defines the format for the next month or 2. Especially when I mean a YCS, now there's YCS next month and the month after that, but especially the first YCS post-core release, core set release, which was Suda, Supreme Darkness. So Supreme Darkness came out. That first YCS that comes out is going to be a meta-defining, format-defining. We see Solemn Strikes are needed, so don't sleep on this card. Don't do that, guys. Guys, halftime show here. What an event. What an event. 2,000 plus players. This was packed. What an energy, man. Felt by the community. So many people playing. So many people competing. But I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was dead. Pricing sucks. This, complaining about that. And, worried about this and worried about that. And then you have a YCS Orlando with 2,200 plus players. Just think about that. I don't know. If you guys know, leave it in the comment section down below. When was the last a YCS this big? A YCS this big in the States? When was it? I'm genuinely curious, man. Because this was wild. 2,000 plus players. Yeah, we get the occasional 1,000, maybe even 1,500, which is it's a lot. But 2,000 plus in the main event? Guys, the Ultimate Time Wizard format, I don't know how many people were playing that. But when they started their event, there was like a herd of people walking to the back of the venue. Like right back here, I think it was in this corner. Insane. They were like walking off down through this aisle, and there was a herd of people, like hundreds of people. I was like, what is going on? So there was easily over 3,000 people at this venue. Wild event, man. Wild. Again, shout out to Cody. That's my guy. Shout out to Togi, Opera G, man. Members here represented. It was nice to meet them and so many people coming up to me and interacting and this and that and the third. It was an amazing event, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh is still going strong. Of course, kids might not be coming in, but us boomers, we strong, man. We still here. We still love Yu-Gi-Oh. You have the same passion still for, what we love, man. The cardboard, the brown. That's what we're addicts of and addicted. So it was pretty fun, man. And someone, I don't remember where it was or who or what, but someone told me, Jay, you see this room? These are the amount of people that watch your video every day. Not every single one of these people particularly, but that same amount of people. Like when you get a 2,000 view video, 2K, 2.5K, like it's like someone told me, it's like if you take the mic and you start making a market watch right now, and they would all turn around and just look at you. I was like, bro, like that's impactful, you know, when you see it that way. So if you're here now, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate each and every single, you know, one of you guys. And it's wild to think that every single day, this amount of people watch my videos, essentially on average. It is wild, you know, to think about it in that way. Then, hey, venue was great. Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series, man. Orange County Convention Center here in Orlando. Fireman. And look, I mean, the event wasn't held here, but this building was massive, man. What a convention center, man. Like, it's crazy. It was crazy to see, you know, this kind of blurry, but hey, I know some people came for the parks, you know what I mean? So Orlando is just a great destination to host such an event, man. And yeah, Pot of Greed represented, man. Look at that. Big cards right here. Pot of Greed. The giant cards, awesome. You had the Perulia right here as well. So these are always nice. You know, very nice for the people that played the side event. Pot of Greed, that's pretty cool, man. And what else we have? We had the biggest Mickey D's in the world. This is Billy Bob right here, man. Billy Bob, man. Hey, you know, looking fresh with the with the glasses. You know what I mean? Just making sure that the kids can listen to the music, the piano. That's my guy, man. What we call Banana Bob. Yo, man, Banana Bob here. Yo, that Mickey D's is crazy, man. Crazy. If you're in Orlando, you definitely have to check it out. You know, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, we have the stage here, guys, you know, where everything goes down. Always fun to swing by to absorb the energy around these events, especially towards the finals. So yeah, the event was crazy. I'll try and maybe get a small video, maybe some recaps of little nitpicks here and there, you know, of things I was doing. And, you know, but it was a nice event, man. It was crazy. I definitely enjoyed it. And look, you know, I forgot, man. I came to the machine, but I forgot to actually, you know, use it. I saw it a couple of times and never got to it. I definitely wanted to, you know, gamble away my hard-earned money. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was nice that we had one of these machines at this YCS. And it was fun for sure. It was fun for sure. So guys, if you can relate to the content that we do here, guys, link in the description down below. Make sure you come over here, join our Discord. Follow on X if you want updates, you know, to events like YCS Orlando. And check out our discounts, man. Deals and steals, community links and resources for you guys. Don't miss out. You know, make sure you check these out, guys. And again, none of this content is official financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. And guys, don't forget, we're giving away our Ultimate Slayer. Where is it? Where's our Ultimate Slayer, man? It's around there, man. Let me see. It's around there, guys. I'll show it in the next video. We have a first edition Starlight Rare, as you guys already know, at 7.5K. We just broke 7.4K. Told you what happened after the event. Here we are, you know, on our way to 7.5K. So make sure you subscribe. Destroy the subscribe button. Like the video on the way in. Subscribe on the way in. Don't miss out on our updates about the markets, guys. Fresh off the press as always, guys. You know, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Again, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. So we got a top 4 Maliss deck. Again, piloted by Jeffrey Jones. You know, Jeff Jones, you know, a top tier pro player forever in the Yu-Gi-Oh space. And still making waves, still making moves, still topping top 4 at YCS Orlando with Maliss. Again, what we were talking about earlier. Excuse me, guys. Look, people playing multiple Bystials. Look at that. 3 Druid Worm, 2 Baldrakes, and the Magnemite. You know what I mean? Again, you can see Metaltronus at 3s right here. Triple T's right here. Thrust, 3 Solemn Strikes. Again, Lancias at 3s, like we said. So as you can see here, for Maliss, the second best deck in the room. You know, they got to top 4 right here. As you can see, this is the deck profile, and we're going to discuss a couple of these cards. We have Maliss Q Hearts Crypto, the CR, guys. This card was what, 20 bones, bumped up to 25s, but now it's 30s. You have a couple here, and then it's 50s, and then it's gone to 80s and beyond. So 8 listings only. If this is the version you want, excuse me, this mid-range, mid-max rarity, don't sleep on it. Just get it now. The deck is hot. It's going to continue to get better post-Alliance Insight into that season, so don't sleep on this card. And guys, then you have the rest of the Maliss cards, guys. As we continue to discuss these, as always, we have Maliss P White Rabbit. Post, you know, when we were at the lows, we said I'd be buying right now. And look, Crystal Ball don't miss, man. Don't play. Undefeated. Look, it says 41.28s, and we're at 42s now. We're at 42s, and pretty quickly we'll be at 45s. So again, don't sleep on Maliss. If you need it, get them. That's what I'd be doing. You know, these cards, Don't have that reprint fear. You never know anymore, but unlikely to get reprinted anytime soon. So again, or anytime even before Nats. Just not likely. So again, you want to get exposure to these cards. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. 42 bones. Don't miss out, man. Do not miss out. You get the cards you need. You're playing Maliss. Jay, I'm switching to Maliss now. You come in and you get the cards you need. Then we have Maliss and Underground, guys. Look at that. Same deal. We were at the lows in the mid to high 20s. We're like, you need this, buy it now. And look, card is here. You know, with shipping is in getting to the low to mid 30s, but really to the mid 30s, guys, as we can see here. Look, one of's playsets at 33.27, quickly goes up to mid 30s. I would not be surprised to see this card at 40 bones in the short term. Would not be surprised. Deck is performing, man. Secondly, second most represented deck right here. And that's like more than a fourth of the pie chart, man. So again, massive representation, as we can see, with Maliss right here. Look, top 64, 19 out of 64, guys, players that top. So again, Maliss and Underground, as you can see, don't let this be forward. If you need it, you come in, you pay 100 bones, paying $100, 100 billies right now to get a playset. Not bad. You don't want to be paying 120s and beyond down the line. Don't do that. Then we have Triple T's. Again, we're always talking about Triple T's on the channel, you know, as a best-selling card, a staple. But as you can see, 3 Triple Tactics thrusts were played in the Maliss build that top forward. So again, don't sleep on this card. If you need this card, you get it. You know, whatever version you want, you come in, you get it. Because just like Triple Tactics talent, don't let this card continue being 12s, 13s, eventually 15s across the board. You get the ones you need now. You do it. Look, where's the Ultra? The cheapest? 10 bones already. 10 bones. Yes, you have a wall of China. That's good if you need it. You come in and get it because you don't want it to bump up to 11s and beyond. You buy into that supply for a staple, man. Staple. Play that 3s in so many decks, man. The card is just it's too good. And we have Dominus Impulse as well, as we can see from this deck profile. Triple Impulse, as we see. And the card was hitting lows of 50s and now it's bumping back up to 55. You know, some people were buying these in the 40s. Not too long ago, after this playset here, the card pushes 60s. Guys, 3 pages only, 29 listings. Again, people come in, they're like, oh man, I need 3 impulse. I thought I didn't need this anymore. I thought we weren't gonna play this much. And then top 4 out of 2,000 plus people playing a playset of this. Excuse me, you can see the impact in the price already, going from close to 50s to essentially 60 bones overnight. So again, don't let this become 65s, 70s, maybe even 75s in the short to midterm. If you need this card, I mean, it technically shouldn't get reprinted anytime soon. Just keep in mind that we already have Wallows from Rage of the Abyss getting reprinted soon. So, you know, it's hard, man. You need it. It might get reprinted. I'm telling you, this is the gap zone to get a deck while you need it, you know, or for the event, and then just move on and then pick it back up. You know, it's kind of tedious, but it's a lot of value that can dissipate if any of those cards get announced as a reprint. Then we have Yugioh Mitsubishi. My bad, guys. It's Yugioh Mitsubudis. My bad. Let me actually try Yugioh Mitsurugi. There we go. Yeah, that. The Mitsus, guys. Mitsu's here getting second place. Second place out of 2,000 plus players. 2,200 plus players getting second place. Again, the deck continued top 16, top 32, top 64. You know, so again, it was seven players top. As we can see here, that was the 3rd best deck in the floor. So again, as you can see here, you know, playing the engine and, you know, with Yugioh, as you can see, but they play only 2 ice instead of 3, at least here, and only 1 sword. So again, but you see Triple T's right here, the bonfires, you see the nibs, the judgments, Perulias, meows at 3s, and Lancia. Okay, so as you can see for this particular version, right here, again, the ritual is still the same. Mitsurugi, the Mitsu ritual is still here. Look at that. Was 23s, bumping up to 30s, but it's still around here. 37 listings. So again, you see the walls coming in. The card just came out. But again, if you come in and you pay $100 for your playset to play, I understand. Sure, was the card 25s and in the 20s? Of course. But now you're coming in with information. That's the key. People just focus on price. Like, oh, Jay, but you said it could be a $20 card and go into the teens, but it's 30s and now I need to pay $100 a play set. And we always talk about possibilities and probabilities. Anything is possible, but probability just depends on the different factors. In this case, it was the fact that it just came out. And I said, if I see a V-shaped recovery, I prefer to buy that at a little higher price, understanding what the deck actually did in the YCS Orlando and what it sets up to do in the future now as well. So again, if you're playing this engine, it is broken. It was represented as the third best deck in the room, even got to the finals. So again, I would understand. You come in here now, yeah, a little V-shaped recovery here, but you're buying, now more securely rather than a couple of days ago before the event or, once the card actually came out. So if you need it, a hundo a play set, not bad. Sure, could the Ultra go to 40s? Anything is possible. It could also go back down to 25s. We have to continue to monitor the upcoming regionals as well to see how the deck continues to perform. And then we have the same card, but in excuse me, in quarter century secret rare, where hundies went up to 115s and we're here around 110s, 111s. It does go up to 125s at the bottom of the page, 18 listings only. So again, if you need it, I understand. Drink to that. It's crazy. We're almost an hour in. Wow. Doesn't feel like it. I mean, just so much to discuss. So you need the quarter century. You can get a deal at 100, at a hundo, at a hundi. Not bad, guys. And then we have Amy, no. Murakumo, no. Mitsubishi, Mitsu, yes, no, maybe. Yeah, this card, the actual ritual card from Suda. Here, you see Billy Boss paying 23s for a $6 card, and here we are. If I see these at 5s, I want to get a place just to get exposure. But again, this ultra rare. Supply is heavy, even though people need it. Especially after not being the second or first best deck. I can see this going back down to 5s as the supply comes in. Excuse me, guys. Voice is not here today, as you guys can notice. But if you're still here now, we're in, man, what am I going to do with you guys? You guys are amazing. But this card, around 6s, I'd expect 5s. If you need them to play, $20 a play set, you can't go wrong with that. That's fine. But as an investment, I'm waiting for 5s. We'll see if it happens in the short to mid term. And then the quarter century secret rare for the same card. It's starting to curve, possibly V-shaped recover here from 75s. So, you have a play set here, and then it goes up to 80. So this one, 20 listings, I'd be buying right now if I'd need it. Sure, can it be a $50 card? Maybe. It'd be 60, 65s? That's more possible. But, it could also be triple digits. So again, yes, just came out, but these are scarce. This is the max rarity version. So you have to come in. I can't blame you. Especially because you don't need a play set. Only 2 for the most part. So 150 for the 2 ofs, not bad. Then we have Soul and Judgment, as we can see. Excuse me, guys, playing at 3s. Play sets right here. Again, you have options. Even at shekels. Excuse me, so no excuse to not have access to this card. Whatever version you want. You come in, quarter centuries, OT, supers, ultras, budget, secrets, the P's and the R's. Just get access to the card. Just get access to the card because some people playing it at 3s. That's too impactful, guys. So don't miss out. And then we have Fiendsmith, Bystial, Primite. Excuse me, guys. So impressive. Excuse me, man. My voice shattered, yo. It's crazy. My fault, guys. Damn, my bad. We have Ether Barrel, guys, as we can see here, and Bystials and Fiendsmith. What a day. This guy got top 64, at YCS Orlando with Primites already. Man. Already here, as we can see. That's wild. Top 64 with Primites. Yo, Primites without blue eyes. That's wild. But look, this deck, triple Lubellions, triple Ball Drakes, triple Druid Worm. I don't know why this Magnuma is in between these. And the one Magnuma, and even Saranir. Full Bystial package with Fiendsmith, Primites, and hand traps, and you name it. And you have the triple loads, the one Drill Beam, the one Roar, and Regain, and look at that. Droll, Strikes, Ceruleas, Meows, and Lancey on the side there, guys. What a build, guys. So again, Ether Barrel, 2 hundies, clear V-shaped recovery right here. 2 hundies, a one of. And then it goes to 220s and beyond. 11 listings, in the short term, I expect 250s with the potential of being 300 plus, 300 plus in the short to midterm, especially as Blue Eyes, continues to ramp up the hype. And now, again, we're getting more information. We're seeing a top even before the Blue Eyes support. So, again, I believe these cards can continue appreciating in price. Primite, Dragon, Ether Barrel, we were talking about it at 25s. We said it could be a $20 card, even go into the teens. That was a possibility. But we also said that this one could be an exception and one of the ones that V-shape recover as the Blue Eyes hype continues. And now 35, 36 bones. Again, I would not be surprised if this ultra rare now, with the information that we know, again, would be a $40 to $50 card. Would not be surprised. Listings are going lower. Blue Eyes around the corner. Less than 2 weeks now. This could be a $40 to $50 ultra rare. Insane. So again, if you need it, I'd be buying it. If you got it in at pre-sales, good for you. But now you see the V-shape recovery. I'd get exposure to this card, especially if it's to play. Then we have Primite Lordly Load. Again, the quarter century secret rare, were 150s, 160s. And now you come in here and the card, you have a couple of one-ofs at 180s, then 185s a place, and then it becomes a $200 card. Another one that I would not be surprised to at least see at 250s to 300s. I would not. One page only, 10 listings. The hype is at its all-time high, and it'll just continue ramping up for the next week or two as we go into the Blue Eyes, support coming out. So again, it's just too hot right now. Then we have the secret rare. Look at that, parabolic, 70s. We said 75s, and that it could be triple digits when we were at 70s. And look at that, 71s, a couple of play sets. Then it hits 90s, and then a hundo. As we said, when we were at 40 to 50 bones, we said this card could be $100. We showed the fresh out the flashback last week. And here we are, continuing going up in price. A hundo expected for this secret rare that was $2, $1.50. Why? What Blue Eyes hype can do, guys, just continues to make all-time high after all-time high, continues to spike up in price. And nothing's changed. This brand new week, Primite topped that YCS Orlando without Blue Eyes. Hype is just at all-time highs. I expect the hundies for these in the next week or two. And that's when I would sell, man. If I see triple digits. Now, again, it could go crazy. 110s, 115s, 125s, 150s. Anything is possible. But again, especially if you got a good entry price, at one point you're going to have to take profits, So we'll continue to monitor this one. Roar continues to stabilize at $1.50, where you see the walls, and eventually it goes to twos. So again, as you can see, being used right here. Get your one of, man. Just get your one of. Told you at quarters, right now we're kind of up in price, but you just need one. Don't let this be 2 bones, 2 50s, and beyond down the line. Don't do that. Then we have Erratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Again, we talked about, look, played right here. Where is it? Right there, Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And then we have Striker Dragon. Again, we're going to talk about these 2 cards. Again, last time we talked about them, we mentioned the fact that Dragon Rulers will be using these cards once the new support comes out. And now, even before Dragon Rulers come out, we had this Primite build top using these cards. So again, card was 12s when we were talking about it, 11s, spiked up into the 20s, and now you have 21 listings, a lot of one-ofs, places at 24s, eventually 25s at the bottom of the page. So this is now the double whammy. You have the Primite potential using this card, and then you have the Dragon Ruler potential next format, post-Alliance Insight. So if you want the high end, I wouldn't be waiting on this one. I unloaded my copies. Probably looking back, it's going to be like, Jay, you unloaded too early. This is going to be 30, 40 bones. That's fine. Took my 2X and reinvested it into something else that could easily 2 to 3 to 5X as well. So we're good. But the whole point is that this quarter century, you have alternatives like the Platinum Secrets. If you need this card, you come in. Look, Platinum Secrets, you have one-ofs in the first page all the way to 5 bones and beyond. 30 listings. So again, don't sleep on this one. Don't do that. You want to make sure you get exposure either to one of the budget versions or to the quarter century, as you see the card being used here and will continue to be used in the short to midterm future as well. Don't sleep on it. And then we have Striker Dragon, guys, here, quarter century, same deal. Card used to be 5, 6 bones. Told you guys to pick it up. And now it's just consolidating, stabilizing at almost 11 bones right there, 30 listings. So again, card is essentially up 2X from when we first talked about it, down here. So you don't want to be that guy letting this consolidation move away from you. You come in at 10s. Don't let this be 15 to 20s. Don't do that, especially with the Dragon Ruler hype that everyone forgot about now. Everyone's focusing on Fiendsmith, Yugioh, and Supreme Darkness, and bows and meows and cats and dogs, and you know what I mean? So again, you want to make sure you get exposure to this card. You don't want to be that guy. You just don't. Coming in and paying, higher prices for this one. And again, don't forget, that the card comes in other different rarities as well. Cheaper rarities, platinum secrets, things of that nature. So just get exposure to the card. Wow, we're an hour and 5 minutes in. Lastly, guys, we have White Force. To me, the biggest surprise of the format. The biggest surprise of the format is to go down this list and not see a single White Forest top. I need a drink. I need a drink too. Guys, a single White Forest top. Not one. Not one. Not a single White Forest top. That is just wild to me. Just wild. Not one. Bro, we even had Mermails top twice. I think there was like 2 of these lists. Mermails top multiple times, meaning they had people, players topping inside top 64, multiple players, at least 2, if I'm not mistaken. At least 2. Wild. Not a single White Forest player topped after this support. That is alarming. Alarming. Wow. Totally unexpected. Totally unexpected, guys. If you ask me, I thought this was a great contender, a great, deck to at least get a top or 2 or 3 or be represented in some way. Not to win the event necessarily, maybe not even to be heavily represented, but to not get a single top. White Forest as a Mina? No way. This is the biggest shock, the biggest surprise, competitively speaking, from a meta relevant standpoint, to me at the event. 2,000 plus players, not a single White Forest top, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going based on this information here and the numbers right here. You don't see White Forest in this list. Just that is wild, man. That was unexpected. Let me know what you guys think. Now, the angle to this, Jay. So what should I do? I picked up White Forest because they got hype because of the new support, but they didn't perform in YCS Orlando. One, let's see the regionals. We'll see the regional flights to see if in them regionals the deck at least continues to perform at that level in the short term. So that's what I would be looking at first. And second of all, the deck does get, much better post-Alliance Insight. You know what I mean? Of course, there's other decks that get better too, with more Maliss support. The new Tachyon card is coming in Maze of Master, which makes Yugioh better. And then all decks get better, right? But some of these, new support break certain decks into the meta that were, not in the forefront. They were in the outside looking in, per se. So it's still an angle, still a playable angle in the sense of an investment. If you want to build the deck core, get exposure to it, to play, or even as an investment, the fact that Alliance Insight is expected to bring great support for these cards. So again, if maybe LSETs are 30s, maybe wait until they back, crash down to 25s again, low 20s, so I'd be waiting just to see how these continue to perform in regionals. But again, in about a month, I'd be coming back, reassessing all these White Forest cards and then getting exposure to them as we head into Alliance Insight, which will re-hype these cards. That's the mindset. Crazy that they didn't top in YCS Orlando. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Guys, an hour and 10 minutes. Wow, this has been the longest video in a while on the channel. Totally unexpected, but at the same time, it's YCS Orlando, man. Backyard YCS. I had a blast. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that came up to say hi, chit chat. I love catching up with people. and the new subscribers, welcome in. And you guys, even if you're OGs, just double check. Make sure you subscribe on the way out, ring that bell, destroy that subscribe and like button, like on the way out as well. I would gladly appreciate it. Don't forget to share this video with one person, one friend. A group chat really does go a long way, guys. And we'll be live streaming on Thursday. That should be fun as well. So definitely don't miss out, man. I kept you guys too long already, man. I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.